Too bad, too bad. Okay, I'm going to take a short break, and then I think we're going to try and squeeze in. I don't think I can squeeze in week 6. I'm not sure how long the games last, and I've only got 45 minutes. I really can't go over that 45-minute limit. So I think we're just going to cast Pebble's games. I would really like to cast the other ones, guys, but I just can't. Living situation, that's how it is. So I think we're going to cast Pebble's 2 games after I take a quick break, a quick glass of water. And then we'll call it a night from there. And I'll probably cast them early tomorrow morning. VODs will all be on my YouTube channel. I'll link that in the D-Ranks Team League thread for anybody who wants to catch them there. And also they'll be on my Twitch channel for a little bit. Hopefully the Terran theme / Protoss and Zerg themes do not trigger Twitch's muting technology or whatever. So we'll play a little bit of music, probably a couple minutes, and then we'll get started on Pebble's games. Okay, we're back. So, our 2 bonus games are going to be Bisudagger versus Pebble and Pham Shin Thang versus Pebble. And I should probably go ahead and rename that right now, as the replay name is probably too long. So, let me load up the first one. Okay, Bisudagger versus Pebble was Week 7, Air Force Con versus Despa. And, yeah, I'm not going to put, like, the results or anything up. I'll put their names on there, of course. But I don't know why Pebble just sent me these replays. I assume that he's intending on casting. I know he casted the next game with, or casted the next set. with him versus Fam. So, and he didn't want to cast his own game, so I know that one, but I'm not sure. Whoops. Okay. Looks better with the black. So Pebble, here's our orange. This is Terran at the 6 o'clock. Bisudagger is going to be our teal Protoss at the 12. Pebble plays for Team Air Force Con, and Bisudagger plays for Despa. So, Pebble, I believe this is the correct position to build another supply depot and a barracks and get that completely tight wall, which is not a terrible thing to do on Destination, as it is a 2-player map. Gotta be worried about them proxy gates. And let's see. Okay, so Mr. Bisudagger opening up really normal, as Pebble is as well. And is he? Oh, he's not going to. What you can often see is they'll start the supply depot, and then once the SCV gets on this side, then they'll have the SCV stop building the supply depot and go out to scout. But it looks like Bisudagger's probe is having a short break. He's walked a long distance, so he had to have a quick break before he started up again, and that's going to prevent him from getting into Pebble's base, as Pebble uses this SCV to start the supply depot. So Bisudagger is going to have no idea what Pebble's doing, and what is Pebble doing? Well, nothing quite yet. Oh no! Oh, that's obnoxious. Okay, he does now fix that. SCV was preventing that barracks from landing. As Bisudagger looks like he's not going to go for a Zealot before core. He's getting a second gateway in full view of this SCV. He's like, yeah, what's up, man? I'm going 2 gates. He is still mining with 3 guys on gas, it looks like. Pebble, he's got his factory, and looks like he's got 2 guys in gas as well. So, I assume we're going to see like a starport with a dropship with 2 guys in gas still. He's definitely going to have the option to build another heavy gas building. Nah, it's just a supply depot. Could be a second factory, could be a starport, who knows. Looks like Bisudagger did forget to build a pylon so that he would not be supply blocked. So he's building 2. Building the double pylon. And let's see. Okay, Pebble, he's got a lot of gas, but his factory just not finishing, so is he going to go starport? Looks like he is getting his machine shop. Now is the time to build that starport, if he's going to do it. Bisudagger now finally able to build Dragoons, as he's no longer supply blocked. Is this just like a siege expand? And he just kept 2 SCVs on the gas the whole time? Yeah, looks like that's actually what it might be. Now the build as I know it for siege expand is you take all but 1 off gas, and then about 60% factory completion you put the other 2 guys back onto gas, and then you'll have about enough gas to start both at once as soon as the factory finishes with the machine shop. Typically though, you don't have enough minerals, so you have to wait a bit anyway, so it's not, your gas timing can be a bit off. Looks like Bisudagger moving out with his 2 Dragoons, probably bringing up these 2 as well. His range is nearly done, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done at the Terran Natural, as Pebble, his siege mode nearly done, his second tank coming along quite nicely. Not making the mistake that Ike did. And Bisudagger is actually getting 2 gateways, or I mean 2 zealots and an additional gateway, and he's blocking scouting. This would make sense if he had like a robotics and he was gonna get a shuttle to drop, but 2 slow zealots. I'm not quite sure what these are gonna be able to do. They still will be quite effective at tanking siege tank fire. Maybe he was hoping that his opponent went for some sort of mine expand, as Bisudagger is now getting his own natural. It is very behind Pebbles though, so Pebble definitely at a slight advantage at the moment, getting up his second factory. And there's the robotics from Bisudagger, so he might try some sort of delayed bust, just getting the zealots a little bit early. He's still got a lot of gas banked, and looks like he's actually getting a Citadel of a Dune. DT drops? Is he gonna drop DTs? Let's see. Well, Pebble, he is getting his engineering bay as is standard when you siege expand. He's got a decent tank spread. This is destination though, so he might want to move 1 tank like over here-ish, as he's going to want to be able to cover this ground at least a little bit. And now Pebble, he's sending an SCV, I assume, to just go and see what his opponent's up to. Bisudagger is flaunting his 2 slow lots rather than keeping them hidden. Looks like we got the Citadel up, Observatory now as well. So, and he built a really early gas at his natural. He's got to be going for like Templars or something. And looks like Pebble here, he is building a supply depot at one of Bisudagger's potential 3rd locations. And this is a bit bizarre. I don't know why he's building a supply depot there, as he'll probably lose it, and it might end up supply blocking him. But probably won't, because I don't think Bisudagger is going to try and expand anytime soon. Also, as he does complete it. Normally you see players take this base, but we will have to see. I'm not sure in PvT if you do take that base or not. Looks like Bisudagger getting his observer speed. He really likes observer speed. I noticed that in the last game I saw, his game on Circuit Breakers. And looks like Pebble, he's now getting turrets sort of perimeterally choking off his base, or along the perimeter of his base. I don't know why the heck I phrased it like that. But it's destination, so in order to actually cover your base and completely keep observers out, like, there's so many freaking turret locations you have to have. I mean, it's almost impossible. And as you can see, yeah, he's got these 2 turrets, so if Bisudagger accidentally runs into the turrets and just, like, you know, falls asleep at the wheel, then I guess the observer will die, but it'd be really easy for him to get in and scout these factories anyway. Looks like Bisudagger sent out a slow lot. These vultures don't quite have speed yet. Speed about a little under halfway. And Bisudagger probably just checking for an expansion, I guess. He's getting speed observers though. Like, I don't know why he's not just scouting with those. Looks like he's got that Citadel, but still hasn't done anything with it. Observer speed now finished, as they're moving out along at a decent clip now. So Pebble, he's got 3 factories. He's pumping pure vulture now, laying a couple mines, all very, very good. One cool thing he could do, as his comsats are near completion, is he can move his vultures behind the mineral line of Bisudagger and then just scan. I'm pretty sure it'll be worth the 50 energy, and certainly worth the vultures if he ends up dying, or losing them, that is. It also has the nice potential that Bisudagger will run his goons into the mines, especially if Bisudagger is just A moves with his goons into the back, as the observer will probably not come along. I'm not sure what the pathing, how it works if you try and A move goons back here, if they might get confused by this mineral field. And let's see, he's adding on an additional 2 gateways. Looks like he's got, whoa. Okay, so Bisudagger is going the 2 base carrier, apparently, as he did bank a lot of money, so he feels that his best investment is going to be carriers. Pebble, he's going up to 6 factories actually. He's got 2 armories coming up. Still no 3rd base though, so he's going to be on 2 bases, 6 factories, double armory. And is he... he's actually getting Goliath range, so I think he's actually scanned this as well. I don't see this working really. If Pebble knows this is coming, this should be really, really counterable for him. All he needs is to just start pumping some Goliaths, and he can take a nice position out here. Bisudagger's army is not that small, but it's not that big either. Looks like he still has slow lots too, despite having the citadel for so long. Maybe he should build a 2nd citadel. Build a 2nd. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe he'll research speed faster that way. I don't know. Anyway, looks like he's getting a couple Goliaths, but he seems to maybe be under the impression that only machine shop factories can build Goliaths. I'm not quite sure. He doesn't really need that many until a bit later, as the carriers take forever to build. They're about maybe 60%, and then they still have to build all their interceptors, excuse me, as looks like he is getting the interceptor upgrade. Let's see. Looks like Bisudagger looking to try and take this base, and Pebble is going to expand to his gas base over here at the left-hand side of the map. Let's see. I really don't understand why he's not attacking, as it looks like that it did supply block him. See, I told you guys. And I mean, he could just, I think he could just move Bisudagger's army at this point, as he does have quite a bit of stuff and things. Although Bisudagger is getting a ton of zealots, but critically, still no leg speed. He's got very slow man lots. I guess they're even more manly because they're slow or something. And the first 3 carriers are out now, but there's a ton of Goliaths already, as we can see. Also a fair number of Marines. He kept all of his Marines alive. Whoops. Oh, excuse me. I hate when I do that. Okay. So Pebble, he's still on the 6 factories. He got his double armory, but he critically did not start his armor after he got that armory. So still only at the 1-1, or excuse me, at the 1 attack, getting his 1 armor. Not quite started that +2 attack yet. Bisudagger, he's got a fairly large army now, and oh, really? Goons can slip by that? That's a surprise. But Pebble here, he's given Bisudagger all the time in the world to get his carriers up. Looks like he's got his 3 probably about full of interceptors by now, and he could hit a decent time if he gets all 6 of his carriers out and he has full interceptors with him. By the time he engages Pebble's army, I think he could actually micro down this number of Goliaths, especially given the upgrades. Actually, I haven't checked the Cyber Core. Looks like +1 attack for the carriers is now coming up. It's only maybe 30% of the way done, so it's going to be a while before it's actually finished, though. And Pebble, he is slowly crawling his way out. Maybe he felt that he just wanted to wait until Bisudagger tried to take his 3rd. He was happy to sit on 2 bases with Bisudagger. But it looks like Bisudagger, he's trying to move in here, but he still only has slow zealots. Now imagine if these guys had speed. They'd be already closed with the tanks by now, but it looks like the carriers are going in support with the goons, and he's taking a fair number of damage on this first carrier here, but he hasn't actually, Pebble's not target firing the carriers, and I think the carriers might actually manage to clean up. He really needs to focus down the Goliaths. Pull back with the goons and focus down the Goliaths. There's only 5 Goliaths here. Looks like some more coming up, though. Reinforcements are arriving for Pebble, and a lot of slow lots, though. And they're not doing as much as they really should be. It looks like Bisudagger's already lost 1 carrier. I think he might lose another one. He really needs to stack them. He's a chopper probe. And it looks like Pebble actually, I missed it. He ran some vultures into the... Oh, wow, this guy's got a lot of kills. Looks like 8 kills on that one. I'm not quite sure what happened there, if he just ran them into Bisudagger's base, or if there was a dropship somewhere that I missed. I'm not seeing a dropship, so I think that might have just been a run-by with the Goliath. Now Bisudagger's economy completely shattered, and looks like he's still continuing to build a carrier or two, and he's trying to counterattack at Pebble's main. Looks like Pebble, he's pumping largely Goliath, so he is fairly lucky with the Goliath timing. His Goliath just popped out his factories. Now he's going to be able to rally those over directly. Also, he could do sandwich the carriers in very well if he moves a couple Goliaths that he already has in the center of the map to surround these carriers. Looks like some slow lots dying in the middle of the map to mines. Pebble here, if he doesn't mess up, I think he's got this game. Bisudagger's going to have to show off some phenomenal carrier micro. Looks like 2 attack for the Goliath is nearly done, but they're going to hit before then. This carrier is very low, and it's also in the front. Looks like he's probably going to lose that carrier. He does. There's too many Goliaths, and Bisudagger, he's not really using the leash range of the carriers as effectively as he should. You can, of course, carriers can attack farther than they can launch the interceptors, if that makes sense. So the interceptors have like a launch range of, I think it's 9, the same range as a Goliath. But the interceptors can be outside of the carriers and attacking at up to 12 range away from the carrier. So that's especially important. That's why you want to stack your carriers. But it of course doesn't matter at this point. That's why you want to stack your carriers though, so that all the interceptors are in the same range as each other. But Bisudagger not up to the carrier micro, and he does just GG. Pebble managing to win his game.